Hi guys, welcome back to the Premier Hotspur TV. This is your man Simon here, north of England's biggest Spurs fan. Back to winning ways, guys. Back to winning ways. Was Jose? Did he get his tactics right? Did he get the team selection right, guys? You just let us know in the comments, guys. And remember, smash the like, guys. Subscribe if you already haven't. Tonight, guys, we've got a special guest. We've got the Sussex Hotspur on again, Matt. How's it going, Matt?
Yes, I'm good, mate. Tottenham won. We've had quite a good weekend of results. So, yeah, it's been a good weekend. Yeah, up the Spurs.
Yeah, up the Spurs, yeah. As I said, guys, there's a couple in the chat already. Just leave us how you thought the game went, guys. We have got a latecomer. Hypers in the building, guys.
Hey, Matt. Hey, Zai. Sorry, guys, for being late.
How's it going, pal?
3 points, guys. Come on.
Wait on, guys.
3 points. Let's go.
Massive 3 points.
3 points.
Yes, 3 points. Absolutely. Hyper. Guys, Hyper's in the building. Hyper, how are you? And how are you feeling after that victory?
Very happy. I am very happy. And we should take note of our predictions. So we do a league with the fans and in the comments. And at the end of the season, we can see who wins. And maybe Simon can give something, a gift or something like that.
Yeah. Hyper, I was going to have a word with you guys about that. I was going to start something kind of like do it on a Thursday, get everyone's predictions in for the weekend, and we can start a little league, and I can keep an eye on, and then we'll probably at the end of the season we can give the winner something. So yeah. So guys, if you're in the chat tonight, guys, keep it football related, guys. Keep it clean, guys. Smash the like, subscribe if you already haven't, and tell us how you thought the game went. So guys in the studio, guys in the chat, great to be back to winning ways. Matt, we'll start with you, mate.
Yeah, that obviously is great to be back in winning ways. We're all happy with, there's no more uproar on Twitter, Jose out. I think he got it spot on today, and it was a good attacking performance from Tottenham, who moved the ball really well today. And, I think we could have had a few more goals, but I think eventually when we went 2-0 up, it was keep the ball and take the foot off the gas a little bit. But no, it was a professional performance, 3 points and a clean sheet. So you can't complain with that.
Yeah, spot on there, mate. Before we go to Hyper, we've got Inner 17. Yes, we've got Alexander Hilton says hi. Turn 17 is a great performance. And oh, surprise.
Wow.
We got Ty TV and hello, guys. Hello, Ty.
Hey, Ty.
Alex Hilton says, I'm just upset that Dane Scarlett didn't start. Paul, we've got Paul in the chat as well, guys. What a midfield trio of Simon and Matt and double pivot and Hyper as a number 10, unstoppable. Well done, Paul. That's brilliant. Guys, keep the chats coming, guys. Smash the like, subscribe if you already haven't. In about 20 minutes, guys, I'll be doing. I'll bring in a couple of fans. I will be putting a link into the chat, and if you want to come on quickly, just to tell us your thoughts, how you thought the game went, guys. So if you want that, stay tuned, guys. In about 20 minutes time, guys. Before we go into Hyper, West Brom isn't good enough for the Premier League. Big Sam can't save them. Fair play, Ty. Fair play. So Hyper. Is it great to be back to winning ways?
Yes, I think we saw a different team today. We saw a team fighting, attacking, and everything. At first, it looked very hard, but in the second half, we look better.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, it was great to be back to winning ways. Absolutely, guys. We needed a reaction from the players, and I think Jose needed it as well from the players. He's been under so much pressure, absolutely. But I thought today he freshened it up. They're starting he threw a couple of players that we thought we weren't going to start, and yes. I think that freshened it up, and I think that's what he needed. I think it needed another idea going forwards. The same old player starting every week wasn't happening, was it, guys? So freshen it up. It didn't hurt them, and I think we really did. We hit the ground running, and actually, Ty said Spurs should have scored more goals. Yeah, I totally agree, but I'll take the two. I'll take the 2-0 tie. I really do. So, guys in the chat, was you happy with Tottenham back to winning ways today, guys? How do you think Tottenham played? Who was your best player? And the next topic we're going to go on to, guys, is the Jose's tactics and formation. Did he get it right today, Hyper?
Yes, I think we saw a surprise in the lineup with Lamela at number 10. We thought he was not going to play. And we saw a couple of changes also in the center back position. I think we thought Dyer was going to play, and we saw a change. And also we saw a change in attitude in the team. But yes, I think most important thing besides the formation, I think the attitude of the players was very good today. And yes, Kane was a surprise for all of us. We thought he was injured, and his presence changed the game. We can see why this player is so important to us, and his presence is felt when the opposition see Kane is playing, they automatically know he's a threat.
Right, yeah, fantastic there, Hyper. I totally agree. Matt, did Jose get it spot on with his tactics and formation and how he set up today?
He really did get it right today. I wanted the 4-2-3-1. I wanted the 10. Yeah, in my head, sort of last night, even after our studio chat, I was thinking he might chuck in Lamela tomorrow. Just in the back of my head, just because of what he did when he came on against Chelsea. He gave us the energy, the movement. Yeah, I think with Lamela and Lucas Moura today, it opened up more space for Sonny and Harry Kane, because they ran, down the wing, but came into the middle, always calling for the ball, and they were just buzzing around the West Brom kind of defenders, annoying them, really getting stuck in. And I think obviously the Kane starting was a massive lift. I think you could just see it on the sort of players' faces. He looked, to be honest, very fresh today. He looked like maybe Jose played a few mind games and said it was going to be longer than it was, and he thought, I'm going to chuck in a surprise bit of a curveball. He did that. But yeah, I thought the team was good today, and much better in the midfield today. And I think Jose got it spot on today. Even Davinson Sanchez, I thought, played reasonably well.
Yeah, spot on there, Matt. Absolutely spot on there, pal. Ty says Kane and Son's carried you guys today. Well, I don't think about that, mate. There was a couple other players in there, mate. Sorry, there's Paul here. We look so much better playing the high press and keeping the ball in their own half. In their half, sorry. We are obviously not going to concede us as often. Ty says Arteta will teach Marcelo Bielsa a lesson. Let's see if Mourinho can do this against City. Yes, this is what we're going to get onto. Ty, Pep will smash you though. Paul says he's already done this season. Yeah, you can tell him. And John says, how's it going? It's going, John. Welcome to the chat, pal. So yeah, guys, in the chat, guys, did they did Jose get the tactics and formation right, guys? Percy, guys, I think he did today. Yes, I was surprised throwing Eric and Lucas in there today. But to me, I thought Lucas was fantastic. I think he was all game. I really do think he surprised me, and I've been one of these critics. I hold my hands up because I always go game by game with players, and today was just a new day, a new beginning, and Lucas turned up today. I think he was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Dribbling, he's going at players, and that's what we miss with Stevie B. He don't do that enough. he collects the ball and he always wants to pass it to sideways or pass it back sometimes. You know what I mean? So it was refreshing to see Lucas go out bombing at people, and he'd done it in the first half and in the second half. He was just taking people on for fun. It was great. It was fantastic to see. And I said Pierre, it was like a god. It was like a godfather in it, isn't it? It was like he just soaked everything up. You know what I mean? Back to his best today. I don't think he's been right for a couple of games, but I think he knew he had the main man on the side, Kane. He knew he was back in the side, and he was happy, I reckon. So yeah, today, and as you said, another player been absolutely belting for critics all season is Davison Sanchez.
Yes.
And as I said, guys, I've been saying let's get this guy at the club, and as I said, take what I said back, and I thought he was fantastic again today. Apart from that one where he lost his man in the first half of that header, I just think he was soundly defensive with Toby today, and I think so Jose today got it spot on. I think all them Jose doubters today, where are you? Get in the chat, guys. Come and speak to us. Okay, people say it's only West Brom and things like that. Let's see what we can do. Yes, let's see. But seriously, do not doubt Jose. Do not doubt Jose. I'm telling you now. I've said this before. John says 100% yes. By parking the bus and counter attack, let's see if you can beat them at the Etihad. We'll see, Ty. We'll see. We'll see.
Let's see.
Diaz and Stones will eat Kane and Son alive. Absolutely. Let's see. How did Arsenal get on this weekend? Ty, how did Arsenal get on this weekend? Come on. How did Arsenal get on? And how many points will we clear of you with a game in hand?
And we've been playing awful.
and is it, yeah, this is one of our worst seasons for about the last 6-7 years. So yeah, we'll put that to you, Ty. So guys, yeah. So the next one we'll go on to how relying on Harry Kane, guys, and Son. We're relying on these two so much. It showed today, guys. It showed in the previous two games when Kane was out. We'd have no idea, did we, going forward? Then instance today, from the word start, we had that spark again. We had that like attacking spark. We knew exactly what we was doing when Kane was in team. So guys, do we rely on Kane so much for winning games for us? Hyper, we'll go with you first.
Yes, I think when he scored the goal, he made it look so easy, and I thought, why can't we do that every match? But the answer is he's so good, he's world class, and yes, at the beginning of the season he was in a different level. I think he was in the top of the list of strikers in all Europe. And I think he also was playing almost two positions. He was playing the number 9 position, and when he dropped back, he played like some kind of number 10 position, putting some assists to Son, and Son acting like some kind of number 9. And yes, Harry Kane is very important for us, but I think Vinicius has to step up, has to learn, and like Matt said, I think we saw that video where he's with Lucas Moura, and he sees this as an opportunity. So I think he needs to step up, and I think he can do it because he has done it before. And in the Sonny side, in the Sonny situation, I think we need a player to cover Sonny, because if Sonny gets injured, who are we going to play? Because sometimes, like I said, I've told, the sign of a champions is a team that score from all positions, from the right, from the left, from the midfielders, and I think sometimes we lack those goals. And if Sonny is injured, who are we going to call? Because maybe Lamela, Moura, Bergwijn, and Bale, and Bale didn't play today. That's something we are going to talk about maybe later. But that is my opinion. Yes, we rely too much on these players, but the substitutes, in this case Vinicius, has to step up.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree there, Hyper. Just got a few chats here, guys, before we carry on. Paul says all teams rely on their best players. Look at Arsenal. They fall apart when their left back. Well, when their left back doesn't play. Absolutely spot on, Paul. Absolutely spot on. That's their main player. And ties it and he says and they get injured. Yes. Kieran Tierney is still better than Reguilon. No, not a chance. You guys were crazy without Kane. Arsenal will be winning the Europa League. Right, all right. Yeah, we'll keep on dreaming. So, guys, in the chat there, guys, do we rely on Kane too much, guys? Because it looked like today was like he's come back into the team and the light bulb turned on, and we knew how to win, and we knew how to attack and win games again. And it's worrying. I mean, we've got to keep relying on one player. I know if teams have 2-3 main players out, I can understand, but when it's only just Harry Kane all the time, it's a worrying thing, guys. As Alexander says, Ty AOTV, Kieran is just a B-Tech regular, and I'm better than Davis, but we will see. No, we'll have Cess. Yeah, spot on, Alexander. You can tell him, pal. So, guys, in the chat, quick before we get to Matt, we will be in the next 15 minutes. So, I'll be putting a link into it, and you can just come on and just have your view quickly, just a couple of minutes each person. If you want to come on and have a little chat with us, I'll be putting that link up in the next 15 minutes. Smash the like, guys. Just subscribe if you already haven't. Matt, do we rely on Kane?
Yeah, obviously it's quite clear to see we do. You know, Son and Kane have scored 70% of our goals this season. However, with that formation we played today, with a Lamela or even a Dele Alli, what they'll do, that number 10, if they're clever, is they will drag the CDM of the other team or the centre-back of the defence, and they will push out, which will then open up spaces for your Kane and Son. So as much as I think Kane is, yeah, we rely on him a lot, and he's a leader, you know, he defends in the box, he's kind of everywhere. That number 10, if we play it, will have a vital role to work hard and to free up space for the likes of Kane and Son so they can do the business. But yeah, obviously, a player like Harry Kane he is vital. If you took Bruno Fernandes out of Manchester United, you would see a real difference too in the quality of Manchester United. You could say it with quite a lot of teams. You know, if you took Salah or Mane out, it's that question. You take a world-class player out, and yeah, the team is going to be affected. That's the way it is. But we're not just the Harry Kane team. There will be other players that will chip in with other goals. We're just not seeing it at the moment. But when we get our team fully fit and firing again, I'm sure you will see Dele and the likes of Lamela and Moura popping up with a couple of goals, and even Carlos Vinicius.
Yeah, brilliant there, Matt. Yeah, you summed it up quite good there, mate. Yeah, as I said, I'll just finish it off there. Yeah, I think we do actually. We just rely on Kane as I said there before I went to you, Matt. It's like a switching on the bulb, isn't it? And just like we know how to attack football. I mean, in the last couple of games we didn't see that. We did attack, but we didn't have that. We didn't have that lethal weapon like a Kane in the team. I mean, someone who's going to cause danger, and it goes on to my next one's like, how impressed was you with Lucas today? So, guys in the chat, how impressed was you with Lucas today? Coming back into the team, did he play well? Was he your man in the match? Smash the like, subscribe if you already haven't. Matt, we're coming to you first. Lucas, was you surprised with how good he was today?
Oh, live wire today. I predicted that obviously he would. I said he'd come in just because of what him and Lamela did when they came on against Chelsea. They give you the energy. They can also set the press because Lucas does not leave the player alone. Like even when they're right back or left back, they were trying to clear the ball, and you saw Moura sprint, do loads of sprints during the game to close them down, and then we win the ball. We keep possession. I think Lucas Moura was fantastic today. And something that I think's improved with him is I think previously he kind of ran into players and kind of just not into the space. Whereas today, I really do think he used his dribbling well, and he used his pace today. Like it looked like he had something to prove to Jose, and I do think that I think Gareth Bale's going to find it very hard to get in this squad now, because I think you've got Mora and Bergwijn now who are going to be battling for that right hand side most definitely.
Yeah, absolutely spot on. Yeah, absolutely spot on, Matt. Yeah, Hyper. We'll quickly go on to you about Lucas. Was you impressed today?
Yes, I think he was fighting, and he was fighting more than usual. But I have some things I collect during the match, and Lucas Moura, for me, he misses a lot of passes, and sometimes this is a problem. And last season, I saw that mistakes a lot, but I trust, and I said, okay, maybe he he's, I don't know, in some rough patch, or he's in some bad form, and maybe next season he's going to be better. But I see him. Yes, he is always fighting, and I don't know if you catch some image at the end where Joao comes straight to Moura and the other coach, the goalkeeper coach, and they both hug him. So I think, yes, they recognize his fight because he's always fighting, but sometimes he run into players, and sometimes he loses the ball too easily. I remember a play where he dribbles one, two players, but the last touch was he the ball was very very far, and sometimes he does this. So I think, yes, in this match he's fighting. He was fighting. For me, he's always fighting. But I have some problem with him with the ball, and I think sometimes we lose the ball very easily. I don't know if you all also catch this, but I think when we try to attack with our right back, or we our left back, we put through balls, and sometimes those balls we lost them. So I think one of our main problems is that we lose the ball too easily. But yes, at the end of the day, I think Moura was very good, as a lot of players.
Yeah, spot on there, Hyper. I totally agree with what you're saying there, Paul. There's loads of chats here to catch up with, guys. As Paul here says, he went on to become England's captain. Ty, that's what happened. As Martial is the great. Martial is GOAT United. 21 is coming. Sport analyst says Mora was good in transition. Still toothless in front of goal. Yeah, I can see where you're coming there from. Martial is Martial is GOAT United, and still hasn't touched a trophy, Paul. Alexander Hilton, Martial, Ollie isn't good enough to win the Prem. Spurs can't give Kane what he wants. He is, but he's a trash defence. Rashford is better than Son. As Paul here, he's a GOAT United. Yeah, funny. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for the chats, guys. Keep them coming, guys. Smash the like, guys. Subscribe if you already haven't. I will be putting a link out in a minute, guys. So if you wanted to come on and to say your piece about the game today, guys, I will be putting it on.
Guys.
So the next topic, guys, we'll go to is this just papering over cracks, guys? Does this win just papering over the cracks at the minute? The main worries of the club won't go just after this win, guys. So it's this win just literally papering over cracks, Matt?
I think it's starting to repair the cracks of performance like that, because that our manager doesn't ask those players to sit back. We even see he was on the touchline a lot more today, Mourinho. There was an instance where he was telling the players to push up, rather than, he's not saying push back, he's saying push up. He wants more. He wants to kill it off. So I think all this myth about sitting back. I don't know necessarily if it is true. And I believe with Yao Sacramento, he will want to play the type of football that we played today, as well as Leslie King, with good defence as well. So, yeah, obviously it might have papered over a few cracks, but the team unity looked back today. Even at the full-time whistle, they were all kind of, that, there wasn't an overreaction, but you could see it meant a lot. Like they went over to each other. They high-fived. There was a few hugs. Mourinho, you saw him. He looked happier. Yeah, I think we just all got to get behind Jose, and I think Jose knows, and he's already spoke to Daniel Levy and the board that what he wants in the summer. And I think if you're a chairman now and you're seeing the amount of mistakes we make in defence, then yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll have a plan for the summer. And he will have a short list of who he wants. Whether he gets them is another matter. But yeah, I think if you back this man and if you get him a proper defence, I don't think he'd play as much defensive football, and you'd probably see more of the football that we saw today.
Yeah, spot on, mate. Matt, I totally agree with what you're saying there. Before we go to Hyper, guys, I have put the link, guys, in the chat. So if you did want to just come on for a couple of minutes, guys, and just literally just come on to speak to us, tell us your views of how the game went, your man of the match, your standout player, and things like that. So there's Paul here. Paul still in the chat. Thanks, Paul, for your support in the chat tonight, mate. Thank you very much. I don't think there was just one man in the match today. The whole team played well. Yeah,
agree with that.
Exactly the same, Paul. I was at the end of the game. I was literally on my. I was going, oh, it could be him. It could be him. It was a good team performance today. It really was. So, Paul, that's a good point there. And Paul says, spot on, Matt.
Go chill sheet, guys.
So, guys, the link is in the chat, guys. Before I go to Hyper on the last question I've asked, so if you want to jump on, guys, just for a couple of minutes, just to speak to us and tell us how the game went, the link's in the chat, and we'll get you on one by one. So, Hyper, as I said to Matt, does this performance does this take away all the problems? Is it just papering over the cracks? And yeah, just to give us your thought on it.
No, I think until we have our squad, our complete squad with Sergio and Giovanni, I think we can be relaxed, but at the moment, no. I think we are in the middle, and I think some injuries could get us back to a poor form, and we need our injured players fast. And when we have all the squad complete, maybe that's when we can start to think we are over this bad form.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, Hyper. I just think overall, guys, before we went into this game, we knew how many problems we had. Especially with lack of investment and things like that, or everything we talked about on the other videos and things like that. So just one performance like this doesn't take away all them problems, guys. We still know this club needs this club still needs massive investment, especially in the summer now. It needs a massive investment. But what it does bring today, this is back to winning ways. Hopefully now the team gets together now. Pressure just a tiny bit off Jose now. Hopefully we can take this performance into the Everton. Now this is the biggest question I always ask: can Tottenham take this against an Everton and against a Man City next weekend? This is the big test now. It's gonna come against us. So at the minute, I think it is just papering over cracks at the minute. When we have wins like this, and everyone thinks, oh, it's all daisy at Tottenham again. Yeah, nothing's problem now. Everything's going. And you got to look at them problems still. Their problems will never go away until we fix them in the summer. So, guys, in the chat, guys, I have put the link in there, guys. If you want to just hop on for a couple of minutes just to tell us how the game went and speak to us, you're more than welcome, guys. Just hop on. If not, leave your comments in there, guys. We'll read them out. Any shout-outs, anything football related. Smash the like, subscribe if you already haven't. So overall, guys. So Matt, we'll come to you first about man of the match. Who would you give it to?
Honestly, it's so difficult because I just think it was a whole team performance. I think the manager got it right. I think the players got it right. I mean, yeah, there is Kane. He scored. You know, he played really well. We tend to give Kane quite a lot of man of the matches. I do think Lamela made a difference today in that number 10 role. I think he worked really hard. I think he would have stayed on the pitch longer if he didn't get a yellow card.
Yeah.
But I love that about him. He'll put himself about, you know, and that's sort of what you want. I think I'm going to go there at Lamela. It was his beautiful run. For Son's goal. He dragged the two defenders away. Mora drove into the space, and then he just has to slot it to Sonny, and Sonny does the rest. We looked better on the ball. Lamela kept coming deep for it, turning. Don't think he made too many bad passes, to be honest. He swept it out to the left back, got it out to the wing backs. Yeah, I mean, I even thought Ben Davies had quite a good game for him today. Pretty solid, got up and down the pitch quite well. But I'm going to give it to Eric Lamela today. I think a man who's, you know, been in the shadows. I just hope he can stay injury-free for the rest of the season, and you might see a different Eric Lamela who can offer Tottenham something completely different. But yeah, I'm going to go Eric Lamela.
Yeah, spot on, Matt. Hyper, before we come to you, mate, we'll bring Innerturnish 17 into the chat. Evening, Innerturnish 17. Thank you for coming on to Premier Hotspur TV just to give your opinions and your thoughts on the game. How do you think the game went today?
It was a fantastic performance from Tottenham. It was very good. The attacking, the free-flowing football was fantastic. But defensively, were good. Going forward, were fantastic. The mid Højbjerg and Dumbele were fantastic in that midfield. They controlled the game really well. Hurricane and Human Song were very good today. I'm very happy that Human Song found back his form. I'm very happy that Hurricane is back.
Yeah, did you thought Jose got it spot on with tactics, formations, and the actual team he picked today?
Yes, I think he got his team selection right. I think it was the right decision to drop Eric Dyer. I think it was good. The man management was very fantastic as well.
So over the last couple of games in the challenge, we didn't seem to be the same Tottenham, did we? We've been lacking something, and today, was it the comeback of Harry Kane just spurred us into life again?
Yeah, I think so. When Harry Kane came back, we started to create more chances. Without Harry Kane, we didn't really create a lot of chances, but when he comes back, we create a lot of chances. His impact that he gives to us is very fantastic on and off the pitch.
Yeah, Matt and Hyper, have you got anything to say with Innerturnish?
Yes, welcome, and yes, I agree with you. I think we play good, especially in the defense, and like Matt said, I think we have to give some respect to Sanchez in this game because he was.
No, good. Hyper, have you got anything? Have you got any questions to ask Innerturnish about how the game went?
Yes. How do you think Lamela impact the game?
For me, Lamela was fantastic in that game. He showed passion, he showed heart, he showed desire. He wanted the ball all the time. He made last-ditch tackles for the team. He puts his body on the line. He helps the team. He creates his chances. He was fantastic the whole game. I think he deserves to start against Man City.
Matt, have you got anything to ask? Any questions to say to Innerturnish?
I was wondering how he thought Toby Alderweireld marshalled the back line today, because I thought he was really good. showed his leadership and his quality again. I just want to know what he's thinking about Alderweireld at the moment.
I think Alderweireld was very good. His passing, his vision, his defending was very fantastic today. Him and Sanchez were good. He helped out Sanchez and Sanchez helped him. Toby was fantastic at the back. He showed leadership at the back. He's more reliable than Dyer.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, just a couple more questions before we end that one with you, mate. One is your man in the match today.
Højbjerg.
Yeah.
I think he controlled that midfield today. That assist he gave to Kane was fantastic. His leadership is very good today.
His leadership was fantastic. Yeah. And the last question before you head out, Editanish, is Jose. Are you a Jose in, Jose out, and is he still the right man to take Tottenham forward to win trophies?
I'm always Jose in. I just don't like the board. I'm always Jose in. We're in a bad period, but it can change. You happen to see Arsenal, you see other clubs. We can change. We'll make top 4 or top 6. And we'll win the Europa League and the Carabao Cup. I won't give up on Jose.
Editanish, thank you very much for jumping on and having your say and having your opinions. Thank you very much.
Thank you, mate.
And we'll have you on again. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, that was great opinions and thoughts from Inner 17 there, guys. If you want to have your say, guys, the link is in the chat. Just come on for a couple of minutes and the guys will ask you questions and you can ask the guys questions about how the game went, your man in the match, and anything related about football, guys. Yeah, as you say there, the defence, they look cool today. Yeah, Ben Davies as well. I thought Ben Davies was quite good today. It's a couple of he got out of position a couple of times, but apart from that, I just thought, especially the second half, they shored it up. I just think it was a good display by Sanchez and Toby today. So, Hyper, do you think Sanchez and Toby they were commanding today?
Yes, I think besides the play Matt mentioned at the beginning, I remember a play where also Sanchez tried to clear the ball and he gave it away, and they almost scored. So I think besides those two mistakes, I think he was very good. But I remember the Dyer penalty and the Dyer mistake versus Liverpool, and I think Sanchez cannot be worse than Dyer. Like our guest that just leave said, I think Toby and Dyer cannot be worse than Toby and Sanchez. Sorry, cannot be worse than Dyer.
Yeah, absolutely spot on there. Before we come to you, Matt, we've got Darren. How's it going, cuz?
Yeah,
he says, sorry I'm late. It doesn't matter, Darren, at the end of the day. Højbjerg was the man of the match for him, 100%. Yeah, absolutely. Paul still in the house. Thanks, Paul, for your support tonight again, mate. Absolutely appreciated you giving up your time, coming in and leaving your comments. All the players look far more aggressive and hungry today. The extra effort can be the difference between a good performance and a bad one. Yeah, absolutely spot on, Paul. We did look hungry from the word go. We just, especially them two players we're talking about, Eric Lallema and Lucas Moura. They both literally. I think them two they were a difference going forward today. They look aggressive. They look hungry. They knew exactly what they wanted to do. They wanted to get him the ball all the time as well, especially Lucas. I mean, and he's got that direct today. He had the right Lucas Moura head on, attacking. I mean, he get the ball, he took people on. And I would love to see Stevie B do that more. He doesn't do it enough for me, Stevie B, when he picks up the ball. He always passes sideways, backwards. I think sometimes Stevie B is confidence. And I think, as you said behind the scenes, Matt, about Lucas, it could be because he's been left out for a while. It's probably kicked him up the arse. I mean, it's gave him a little think about I need to improve when I actually get my start. And I think we saw it today, and it's hard to drop him. So Matt, what do you thought about the back two? And so guys in the chat as well, what do you thought about Sanchez and Toby today? Did you thought they were really good, commanding? Okay, it was only West Brom, you can only say that, but I just thought they looked comfortable for most of the game. Matt, what do you reckon?
Yeah, no, they were both really comfortable. You can actually see Sanchez tucking in as well when he realised that Aurier might have been a bit isolated on his own. He tucked into that position as well to help him out, and it was like a 2-on-1. I thought that was quite clever play by Sanchez. Maybe the problem isn't Sanchez. Maybe I know he makes a few mistakes. Is it as many as Eric Dyer does? 12 points Eric Dyer's cost us. No coincidence. The last 2 clean sheets that we've had have had no Eric Dyer in the team. So yeah, Sanchez is quick. He's pacey. I wouldn't be surprised to see him maybe play against Man City with the pace they have on the counter. They've got a clean sheet, solid performance. He played the offside trap really well. The line was perfect, to be honest. I think it was a really good performance from the back line. And I think Toby and Sanchez is one of 2 of the partnerships, or it's Toby or Rodon as well. They're the sort of 2 I'd go with now. I think Dyer. I'm kind of done with Eric Dyer, to be honest. So, yeah.
Right, Matt and Hype have spoken. They like the Sanchez and Toby partnership, and Matt Sally's given up on Dyer. So, guys, do you think Matt's correct there? Have you given up on Dyer? Do you reckon this is the 2 going forward? Sanchez saved us today in the 2017 saves. Darren saying Sanchez and Toby commanded that defence to a T. Brilliant back two played. He's saying they should play more. Yeah. Paul saying I thought the defence done okay, but again that is because the high press and defending from the front took the pressure off the defence. Yes, absolutely spot on. Yeah, since Kane come back in today, we saw a bit of a difference with our pressing up high and our more of attacking. So the defence saw less of the other team attacking. Yeah, I totally agree. In the 17 stage, we should at least make 1 new signing in Jan. Yeah, we've all been saying this in the 2017. We'd love to see 1 or 2 through the door, but obviously now we've just got to put that behind us. Now it's only to the summer. Now we can sign. We need to back the team, back Jose. And guys, because we're not going to be on here probably be on here for another like 7 minutes, something like that, guys. So if you're new in the chat, guys, I have left the link in the chat. If you want to just press on the link, come on and speak to us for a couple of minutes. Tell us how you thought the game went. Click it and come into the studio, guys. If not, leave your comments in there, guys, and we'll read them out. Smash the like, subscribe if you already haven't, guys. I do appreciate everyone coming to the chat, guys, and appreciate Matt and Hyper coming on tonight as well.
Thank you.
So
sorry, Simon, I forgot to ask our guest where was he calling us from what country? So if he's in
Jamaica.
the chat,
Jamaica. Yeah, Jamaica
okay.
in 2017. Yeah, wow. He's from Jamaica.
Okay.
So yeah, as I said, it's great. It's great to get people from all over the world. I like to be something different. You know what I mean? Like, because there's some channels who do have the same old faces and don't like go down that road and get another from other countries. It's hard though. I have been texting away at some people don't really get back, so it is hard out there, guys. Paul says, how did the boys start supporting Spurs? Good question, Paul. I'll put that to Matt first. Go on, Matt. You have that one.
Yeah, my whole family supports Spurs, so I was born into it. My dad was actually born in Tottenham. He lived right next to the stadium when he met my mum, and then just ever since then we've supported Spurs. He idolised Jimmy Greaves. yeah, what a player. And yes, ever since then, yeah, we're built the whole Tottenham family, and yeah, when I have kids, there will be Spurs fans, definitely.
Hyper, answer the question. What Paul's put in there?
Yes, well, for me, it's a little bit different. Like Matt said, I was born in a family where since I was born, my team was destined. So I'm from Mexico and I support my local team, which is Pumas. So from when I was born, that is my team and that is the team I will always support till I am dead. But I am a Tottenham fan and I just want Tottenham to win and I support this team. 100%. So I think it's a bit different, but it's the same feeling. But yes, I think you have to support your local and obviously your roots and your family because I was born in a family where they all support the same team. So yes, I also love Tottenham and I am 100% in.
Yeah, brilliant, Hyper, absolutely brilliant. Paul, you tell us how you got into starting supporting Spurs and how many years you've been supporting Spurs, your first game, your best player, and all that. Yeah, you put it into the chat, and we'll get that over to the lads. Paul's again say, yeah, I blame my family too, Matt. With me, guys, I've been supporting Spurs since 1990, the year of Gaza and Terry Venable days, and he was one of the best managers that I've seen at Tottenham. Absolutely, he was fantastic, Terry Venables, and Gaza was one of the best that graced the pitch at White Lane, and they were too. I mean, starting watching Gaza, that's what got me into supporting Spurs. The guy was an unbelievable. He's like a machine. That guy. Seriously, you talk about getting the ball. The ball was like glued to his feet. I'm telling you, how the well he's in close control and gliding through players and things like that. And he was a special talent. And yeah, it just accelerated from there. I just never looked. I never looked back. Never looked at any other team. So then we went on to the year after 1991, beating Arsenal in the semi-final with that Gaza free kick. Absolutely, I remember that day now. And then obviously in the final, he got injured. I think it was a challenge with Childs. I think it was for Forest or Des Walker. It's one of them. I can't remember. But yeah, he got rushed to hospital and all that. And but they won it for him, and they took the trophy. And I remember they took the trophy to the hospital and they celebrate with him. And yeah, that was great. And then obviously since then, guys, it's been downhill, guys. It really has. Apart from the two shitty League Cups, I mean, I've seen us win us 3 trophies in 30 odd years, guys. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. This is why
that is about to change.
This is why I do actually call the board out now because obviously I was supporting Spurs at the time in 2001 when Enid took over, and you can say as you said on the commercial side they've done terrific, but the playing side it's always been the same under Enid. It really has. The 14 managers in since 2001. It just says it all, isn't it? Absolutely, we've had some right trosh down the years. But as you say, guys, you've got to support them when they lose, support them when they win and draw. You know what I mean? Support them thick and thin. Not like these fake fans, and we have got fake fans in our fan base. You know what I mean? They're literally like Arsenal fans. Literally, the Arsenal lose one week, they want the boss out, they want the ball out, and next week they win. Oh, everyone's great again. And this is fake fans, and yeah. So I've never looked back, me personally, because it's such a great club, and that's why I'm so passionate about doing something this season and just telling the board that we need investment. That's all we want. I'm not saying get out the club. We're just telling you we need investment. And so yeah, guys. So is going forward, guys. Before we wrap up, after this performance today, it just eased the pressure on Jose and the team, gives them a bit of confidence. We won't go like, oh yes, it's happy days, we're back on again, because I'm still like, hey, it's only West Brom. It's only West Brom. Don't get carried away. Don't drink champers yet, guys. You know what I mean? We can go easy and get beat by Everton, then we're down in the drones again. You know what I mean? We want Josie out again. So it can easily change, guys. And he's what his fans. It's so flicky, some of these fans. So going forward, guys, do you want to see this performance now? Do you want to see exactly the same from today going on against Everton? And do you think Josie still is the man to bring us success? And guys in the chat, do you reckon Josie is the right man to bring success to this club again? Matt, we'll come to you first.
Yeah, there's no one better out there at the moment. So if you were to get rid of him, who the hell do you bring in? That's the main problem. So maybe we get, like we said, we get to the summer, assess how he's done, how many trophies he might have won, where we finish in the league. But we just got to get behind the team, and this team can go on a run. They did it before. So we've got Kane back. We've still got the Celso to come back. Reguilon's on his way back. Just start to believe, game by game. Yes, it's Everton, but we have a good record at Goodison Park, and we can beat them. Then we got Man City. This league's so weird this year that anyone can beat anyone. So you just never know. I mean, I didn't expect Man City to beat Liverpool 4-1, but they did. So this season's just pretty mental. Stick by the team, stick by Jose. And there's going to be ups and downs through this season. If you don't like it, go and support a glory hunting team. Because when we do win, it'll be special, very special.
Absolutely. Spot on there, Matt. Absolutely. Before we go to Hyper, we've got Paul here. I've started supporting around 1990 as well, Simon. And I moved to Florida 4 years ago. And I miss talking to English people about Spurs. So these channels are a way of me saying, as staying in touch with fans. Brilliant, Paul. That's a brilliant story, that, pal. Yeah. As I said, Paul, we'll always be doing things like this. So, thanks for supporting us, guys. And Paul again says Jose can be the right man. He just needs back properly. Yeah, we absolutely spot on that. Been saying this for ages, guys, in other videos. So, Hyper, you wrap it up about today's performance. We shouldn't be getting carried away, and is Jose still the man going forwards?
Yes, I think we are going to see now a period of difficult games because now the matches are going to come thick and fast. So we are going to play, especially in different competitions. We are going to we have to win or we have to go home. So I think it's do or die for us. And yes, for me, going forward, there are two main problems that I see. And I think one of them is our missed passes, and the second is our process. And I think if we can solve this problem, we can go forward in all competitions and we can go until the final in different competitions. But I think we need to solve this problem. And yes, it's a process, a gradual process, and I think this requires times. But for now, we want to win. We all want to win. But going forward, in order to win, we need to solve those two problems I mentioned.
Yeah, absolutely spot on, Hyper. Yeah, as I said, I'll wrap it up, guys. I'll go back to the game today. It started off. We saw the team selection. We saw a couple of surprises in there, but I think it refreshed them. I think that's what we needed today, guys. I think we need different ideas. The same team wasn't working, was it? We needed a couple of changes, and I think Jose got that spot on today. Absolutely spot on. Lucas looked good. Back to something that we've seen in the past with Lucas. He looked very attacking today, very direct, taking people on. Dilemma made a difference in there as well with his loads of energy and things like that. Pierre today, back to his best, I think, today. Commanded that midfield, just wrapping up everything in that midfield. Harry Kane, it was great. It was surprised to see him back on the pitch today too, because I thought at least maybe on the bench, because we heard yesterday that he is travelling, he is in a squad and things like that. And I thought it would have been a bench. What the only negative I'll say today, guys, about Josie, I don't want to put a damper on the performance, guys. It was just me personally. I think we still would have won that game with Vinicius up top, because he could have gambled. Then Kane could have got injured again, and that was my worry with that today. But obviously, with Kane starting, it did spur us into action and did get us over the line. And but you can say that again. We was 2-0 up. We was 2-0 up, and still wouldn't bring off the likes of Son and Kane. The game's over at 2-0, guys. That's like 70 minutes. The guy was over. The game was over. We should literally just bang on Dane Scarlett. Give him a run out for 20 minutes. Don't give him he got what, a minute and a half. I think that's a bit disrespectful for the kid. I know he's only 16. I know everyone's going to say, he's only 16. But guys, at least 20 minutes wouldn't hurt. I mean, it was 2 up. There was no threat properly, was it, from West Brom. And Vinicius, I loved him to have a run at. And Bale, this is another one, guys. When are we going to see? People can go on about Bale, he's finished, but he's not getting a proper running. I don't think he's getting a proper running. He needs. Today would have been a perfect game, 2 up. Give him 25 minutes. Give him to stretch his legs. It's no good him sitting on that bench, because it's going to be a sack of sevens. I can see this being the same scenario as Real Madrid. Literally, he's going to sit on that bench, and it's literally just wasting 200 grand a week or just sitting on the bench. We might have not signed him, to me personally, but that was a bit of a negative on Josie. I think today could have gave Dane Scarlett and Vinicius and Bale more time. But as you said, going back on the team performance, I said we can have those Sanchez and Toby. I think they've done well today. I think Davis had quite a good game. Aurier done well before he went off. Lucas Moura, obviously, I think he was great. Eric Tanguy wasn't really on it today, was he? It was he faded in and out of the game, innit? Tanguy had bits of magic in different minutes of the game.
I think he's done his job. I think he's done his job with Højbjerg. I think that was the it for him. Yeah. And obviously Son, fantastic. He ain't scored 5 games. Great to have back on the score sheet. Great to have Kane back on the score sheet today.
Sheffield just equalized, and they just got a penalty. So Sheffield they are 1-1, and Sheffield is going to take a penalty.
Right. Okay. Brilliant.
So they can go up 2-1.
We got Jersey. You heard me. Agree. Thank you for coming into the chat. Jersey, you heard me. Thank you very much. In the 2017, if a 20 million offer come in for Dyer, would you accept it? Yeah. I think I'll accept it.
Take it.
Yeah.
We will give it to you
United
for
just
free.
scored against the best own goal from Rugia. You will see. The Lemon played well. Yes, Jersey, you heard me. Yeah, we definitely thought that today. We thought Moura was the difference today, and my man of the match was Pierre. I think he lapped it up today. I think he was commanded. But it could have gone, as you said, what Paul said, it could have gone to the whole team. There's so many good players. I think it was professional performance all around in it. I think it's a good performance all round. Confidence building onto the Everton game. And this is where it starts now. He missed it. So,
sorry, it was a penalty for Chelsea. I thought it was a penalty for Sheffield.
Oh,
pen to Chelsea. Yeah, Paul said there. And yeah, so as I said, I won't be carried away this, guys. I'll be grounded still on this victory against West Brom today. I won't get overhyped. It's only West Brom. I'll have to see these kind of performance now kick on against Everton in the cup, against Man City's, and on for the rest of the season now. And then I'll be then we can talk some serious stuff, guys. So we stay grounded still, guys. But Josie, we're still in trust. He's definitely the man to take us club forward. So thanks for everyone in the chat tonight, guys. Most appreciated coming into the chat and helping this channel out, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Still, after this video, guys, you can still leave comments in the video, guys. So just leave your chats in there, guys. Smash the like going out. Subscribe if you already haven't, guys. So thank you for Matt for coming on.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for Hyper from Mexico coming on. Always appreciate Hyper coming on.
Thank you,
and
Simon.
having his full. So guys, much appreciated in that chat tonight. Thank you very much. It goes a long way here at Premier Hotspur TV. We've been Premier Hotspur TV, guys. I've been Simon. This has been Matt. This has been Hyper. Good night. God bless. In Jose, we still trust, guys. Yeah, he's the man to set this club forward. Yeah. And come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.